Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. It is New Year's Eve, so December 31st, 2020, and I had this idea to do this special reading for each of the zodiac signs for the year of 2021. But it's not just a tarot reading. Last year I did the diving into 2020, and I realized in retrospect that me doing that readings was a sign that 2020 was going to be an unusual year. So hopefully 2021 is better for all of us out there. I have had my Vedic Astrology 2021 horoscope readings for each sign out for a while. If you haven't checked that out and want to take a look at that to see something maybe a little bit more practical every day, check that out. But this reading, and I think I'm going to call them what we need to weave together to create our dreams in 2021. It's going to be titled something like that. I haven't figured it out. And that is because of the two decks I'm going to use. So the first deck, I will pull one card from the Weaver's Oracle. And this is sort of like a deck where we get messages from the ancestors, especially the grandmothers. And what I'm going to do, oh, interesting, I just pulled to the page of Sun. What I'm going to do, so there's two pages for each of the cards. What I'm going to do for this reading is to read her yarn, because these readings are of what yarns do we need to gather up to weave together our dreams for 2021. Sort of like dream weaving, not the dream time dream weaving, but the dream weaving meaning what do we want to create and how are we going to create what we want? Okay. Now, what I'm thinking I will do mid-year in 2021, I haven't decided. We'll see how the year goes. The first half of the year goes, is that in the second half, I will read from the same card for each sign, the braid and the cloth sections. But for this, I'm just going to read the yarn. So one card from the Weaver's Oracle, and then from the Yarn of Mama Shamana deck, which I used last year for the 2020, diving into 2020 readings. I'm going to pull, it's a two-part deck, as you can see, it comes in two parts. These are the backs. There are picture cards, and they're called metaphor cards. And then there are saying cards. I'll just show the back. It's just plain white for that. So it's basically three cards for each sign. And what yarn? It's not going to give you something specific, like you need a new car and you need a new resume or something. You're going to have to take from it what resonates with you. And that's going to give you an important piece for inner work, possibly shadow work, for self-healing, inner healing, for motivation, for inspiration for the year of 2020, so that you can take these yarns that come up for you and weave them into the different aspects of your life to create what you want. So that's my goal with this. We'll see how it turns out. Let me know in the comments how these resonate with you, because this is sort of an experimental reading as well. And people always ask, you can listen to this based on your Western astrology sun sign. You can also listen to your ascendant and moon to get more pieces of yarn, more different colors of yarn, size of yarn to weave together for the year ahead. So this will be fun. This will be interesting. Let me know how it goes. Thank you for being here, and on to the individual readings. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your Dream Weaving 2021 reading. We're starting with the Weaver's Oracle. Let's do a deeper shuffle here. All right, Gemini. You get number 44, Thorn, Shaman Weaver of the Islands. So let me pull her yarn up from the book, and then I'll post her picture on screen for you. Okay. Thorn, Shaman Weaver of the Islands. She weaves the sanctuary of briars. Her yarn. I, how much pain could the island weaver lay into the laps of those with whom she shared this difficult tale? Her account, which had already passed through many women's hands, had been placed by grandmothers into the memories of their small girls, could not be softened in its telling. Nor should it be, for she who stood at its center never knew a gentle ending. The witched womb, and I'm going to spell that for you, Wyched, had dwelled for a long time among the hills of that wild and free country. She reaped goodness from all things she did, and gave goodness to all those she met. She tenderly held the land within her hand. So strong was the prayer she made to mend and nourish and protect the earth. Ay, 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 here prayer was strong. The wind beat hard with anguish on those hills, and the rain drowned the land in lamentation, on the day that she was ripped out from her home by iron men and taken to their cursed ground. Know well, said the island weaver, that our many tears were spilled and our blood was chilled indeed when we saw her body so tightly bound. Ay, 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 our blood was chilled. And in that cursed place they cut her flesh and they broke her limbs. They did wrong by her over and again. And yet still the wicked womb, steadfast in her truth and in her compassion, breathed out her gentle song. So black was the night when her tormentors stole her light, and her pain was long. Ay, 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 here pain was long. They dragged her to an iron tree and cruelly hoisted her onto it. Still, witched womb, maybe it's wicked wound? Wicked womb, witched womb, bless the life that was so soon to be denied her. Then the iron men brought the fire to feed her pyre. Ay, 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 they bring fire. On that day, every hill she had known and every valley she had loved wept while they bore witness to her agony. Know well, said the island weaver, that we also wept and bore witness. And then, she said, we made a small boat from hides and staves and tar, a coracle of morning light in which to bring our blessed sister home. The sweet wind did sigh, and our strong sail did fly. That day we carried her in our coracle across the waves. The rain fell soft and warm about us. Ay, 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 rain fell soft and warm. To the body isles we came with the new dawn, said the island weaver, and we laid her ashen bones there on the earth. We wound a pillow of briar beneath her head. We wove a cover of thorns to place upon her bed. High nettles grew all around, and she was safely held once more by the protecting land. Know well, said the island weaver, that we will always journey in that way across the sea, to bring each witched womb to the sanctuary of islands, where at last our blessed sisters may rest their weary bones. Ay, 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 our gladness call. Ay, 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 our heart is full, the island weaver sang, when their souls dance free. Okay, Gemini, that's your weaver. So now let's pull your cards, your two cards from the yarn of Mama Shamana. And a card flew out, so I'm going with that, Gemini. I'll hold that up for you. These are metaphor cards. Take from it what you will. Pause the video, take a screenshot, and let's pull your phrase card. Okay. And your phrase is, as a rule, as a choice. Interesting. So I'll hold these up together. You might want to take a screenshot of them together. Journal about this, meditate on it, contemplate it, revisit it, pull some cards on it yourself. Is that all showing? And see what that means for you. What do these yarns mean for you, Gemini? Okay, that is your dream weaving reading for 2021. Thank you, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful start to the new year.